Okay, so I just picked up the new Akai EIE Pro. This model is I think 249 going out right now. It's still not available at Guitar Center right now, but I got a hold of it on B&H Photo, and they just sent it to me yesterday, and I got to test it out. It's working pretty cool. Um, but to just give a little overview real quick, because I haven't seen any other videos out there. I don't know if anybody has a hold of this product yet, but as you can see, I do. So what you get is you got the four combi jacks on the front. So you've got the XLR slash quarter inch inputs. There are four of them, and you also have your channel gain knobs right there. So, and it does it in pairs. So you have channel inputs 1 and 2, and then on the other, right beside it, you have channels 3 and 4. Right underneath the knobs are your mic line level and then guitar switches. So you can just change whether you're recording vocals or you're going to plug in your guitar. And then as well as your phantom power switch. And that phantom power switch will feed those two channels individually, and these will monitor. You have your VU monitors on there, so what's pretty cool about these is that you can you can monitor the inputs or the outputs of the channels 1 and 2 or the 3 and 4 separately, because you have this switch right here. So that's saying 1 and 2 or 3 and 4. You can just switch in between those, or switch in between the input of the signal or the output of the signal. So that one does it for those four inputs right there. And then, so yeah, those are the VU meters that I was telling you about. I haven't really recorded any audio yet, so I don't know how well those are going to work, but I'd imagine they're going to work pretty awesome. Right below the meter selection, though, you have your headphone input and then your separate volume for the headphones. And right to the right of that, you have your headphone select. So I'll show you on the back, you have 4 outputs, so you can switch right here. You can switch between outputs 1 and 2, 3 and 4, or just go ahead and do all of them. And your separate monitor gain knob right there, as well as the master 1 and 2 output levels, and then you can switch whether it's a mono signal or a stereo signal and just drive it up to the max or the minimum. As far as the back, though, let me turn this around. On the back, you have 3 USB hubs, which is pretty awesome because I have one of the Akai MPK49 keyboards. Really awesome keyboard. So I can just go ahead and plug that USB end right to this back, and it'll start feeding that power, as well as whatever other MIDI controllers that I have. I can just go ahead and plug those in the back and it'll feed power to those, opposed to me taking up all the USBs on my iMac or the laptops, because the laptops will only have like 2 if you have a MacBook Pro, which sucks. But this will definitely expand it for you, and that's what you get the name from, EIE, Electro Music Interface Expander. So it is expanding your possibilities for music creation. So then you also have your MIDI in and out, and then the USB power. It's not FireWire, but USB perfectly fine. You won't notice the difference really. And your DC power, and then it also has an on and off switch. Below that, you have your audio inserts, and you have 4 of them, so that way you can do TRS to outboard gear, maybe to a compressor. Like I have this DBX compressor right here, so I can just go ahead and plug that TRS into this compressor and have it compress the vocals before they actually get sent to the DAW. And then also you have your audio outputs 1 and 4. So then I'm using 1 and 2 as my headphones. So I've got it fed to 1 and then 2. And like I was showing you in the front, you can flip that switch to do the outputs of either 1 and 2, 3 and 4, or just the output of all 4 of them. And so it's a overall pretty awesome unit. Pretty solid build to it. It's not too heavy. It's pretty sturdy though. It's not gonna get pushed around or anything like that. Really cool look to it. Definitely, I love Akai. Akai has such good build quality. And this is their brand new product. It did take them a while to actually get this product out. I don't know, they just kept pushing the dates back and back, but I finally got it, so pretty happy with it so far. Let's try it out though. Okay, so there it is. It's all plugged, wired in. I've got the KRK going, TRS to the back, the mono channels, and then there are the outputs 1 and 2. And then I've got right here the Akai MPK49 plugged into that USB hub in the back, so it is currently feeding it power right now. And the USB on the back is hooked up to the iMac right here, so let's go ahead and try out some music and let's see how good it sounds. First, I'm going to select the song. Let's do some deadmau5. Everybody loves deadmau5. So you kind of hear that low volume in it, which I don't get why you hear a volume when on the Akai I have the monitors set to completely 0. Maybe it has something to do with the master. Yeah, it does. If you turn the master all the way down, you get no signal from here. But if you turn the master all the way up, sound is coming out even though I have the monitor set to 0. Which is weird, but whatever. So I turn that to 1 and 2. But here we go. So if I turn this up, I don't want to piss my neighbors off, so I pissed them off the other day, so gotta be kind of quiet. Pretty good sound quality, but then again, the KRKs do make a difference. Okay, so now let's try to take a look at the, like if I open up a DAW, which in this case I've got Logic running right now. I have this project that I'm working on, and one thing that I did notice that was kind of weird to me, but if the DAW is clipping, this output is kind of amplifying it, and it just distorts what's coming out of the speakers a lot. And I noticed that I never encountered that problem when I was using this cable to hook up the KRK. So I have this TRS splitter from an 8-inch jack. So I'd basically have this 8-inch jack plugged into the iMac's audio output, and then these left and right TRS going to the KRKs. And if my DAW was clipping on the output, no big deal. You wouldn't have any distortion happening. But when I used this and hooked it up, I definitely had distortion happening. So what I did was I just turned down the master fader in Logic, so that way the audio outputs 1 and 2 in the DAW are not clipping, and then I just basically turn up the volume right here to compensate. When I do that, I don't hear any distortion. So I just thought that was weird. Maybe somebody out there can let me know how to fix that when they start getting these out there and getting their hands on these, hopefully. Alright, so that's my review of the Akai EIE Pro audio interface. Just released, got my hands on it. I'm liking it so far. I can't wait to start recording audio though and seeing how good these mic pre's are, and the phantom power and all that kind of stuff, and the VU meters actually, how good those are working as well. Maybe I'll do a tutorial on that. Maybe not. Probably not. I just started school and I got to do a lot of reading for a bunch of classes, so I don't see it likely, but hopefully some of you guys out there will start buying this, and then you guys can do all the tutorials and then help me out with those audio issues too. Alright guys, thanks.